Well, it's that time of the year when Canterbury students are given a whole lot of responsibilities for 2 days. They represent countries from across the globe. Marcus Gibbs explains.
It's an intergovernmental organisation with roots spanning 70 years. But here in Canterbury, this United Nations debate is more of a practical lesson for students than a way to prevent another world war.
It's really good for them, and they just start to understand why negotiation takes so long, and maybe why the UN takes such a long period of time to maybe pass resolutions and to make actions to, say, stop wars and other atrocities.
More than 200 secondary school students from around Canterbury have come together for the global discussion, forming a UN General Assembly. During the event, each student represents a different country, state or non-governmental organisation. Of course, there are the big players, China, the United States and even New Zealand, but there are also smaller countries like Africa's Benin.
A lot of these delegates here, they don't really have necessarily an idea of what's going on outside New Zealand, and for them, basically it broadens their horizons. They get to understand what else is going on in the world.
Despite some of the students only recently learning their selected country existed, the debates have been strong.
It's just representing a different perspective that is very different to their own. So we have a delegate representing North Korea at the moment, so obviously that's a very different perspective to represent.
The students are doing great. They're managing to represent their country's best interests without bringing the world to war. Success.
So it's giving you the opportunity to learn how to form your own opinions and what we can also do about these opinions and implement them in the future.
I felt like I've taken it in my stride and really tried to look at it from Russia's perspective, which I guess can sometimes be difficult being a Kiwi born and raised.
As the world becomes more and more automated with new technology, one topic that was fiercely debated revolved around keeping jobs from being lost.
One of the questions that we were discussing today was whether to implement rules that restrict family sizes, so that was obviously very interesting to debate from the perspective of China.
It's been a great learning experience for all of these students.
Before I ever attended these events, I wouldn't have had a clue what sanctions were or why they were used in foreign affairs, but basically they just start to understand more and more about basically how foreign affairs works.
This popular event is in its 13th year and will repeat in Wellington in July, with schools across the country debating. A truly diverse discussion is sure to break out. Let's just hope Caitlin's students avoid any international incidents. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.